about how to take some photos and have these photos composed in a way that works really well, makes a good quality photo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here, and here's something I see happening with y'all. Somebody takes a photo straight down like this. Now that gives me a top view. I am able to see what the artwork looks like, but that kind of view tends to flatten the photo down. If you, instead of coming straight above, if you can bring yourself back, not all the way down like this, I'm going to show you what happens if you do that. That way you get all that junk in the background. But if you come in somewhere in between, so not straight above, not straight down, but at what I tend to call a 3/4 view. So I am up above, angled down. Let me get where you can see the camera. Can you see that? So the camera is at an angle like that. Not straight down, not straight at it, but at a 45-degree angle. So I'm slightly above and slightly behind the artwork. Now I'm also going to zoom in. I'm going to bring my camera down a little bit. And you see that this view is a better view. I can see more of the side and the top in the same photo. Now you also see I've got some shadows and stuff happening in the background. So what I'm going to do, notice that I'm not using, I have this whole table, but I'm not using much of it. I'm only using about this much width. That's about the size of your poster board. But if I bring my stuff forward, if I bring it to the front of the table, not almost right up at the edge, I can keep that same angle, not above, not sideways, but 3/4 view, and I can set up that photo so that the work doesn't have that funny shadow, doesn't show me the window or the stuff sitting on the window. I've really only got about this much space that is in my picture. So that is less than the amount of space that shows up in my photograph is smaller than that white poster board that y'all have. That's going to give me a cleaner photograph and a photograph that shows more of the details of the work. It also helps that I've got a big window here. If you don't have a big window, you might consider going outside. You gotta pick your day right so it's not raining and stuff like that. But outside, you can get the lighting to work just right. Here, I've got lighting coming from the back. It brings the shadows forward. It's not perfect, but it's well enough lit. I have a light on behind over here as well, and together they help the work show up okay. I also want to show you something else, and that is controls within the camera. So I'm going to take a photograph that is maybe not so good. It's not flattened like this. It's not straight up above like this. But I'm going to come back a ways and notice now that this photograph is has a lot of empty space there. My little pieces are just kind of floating in all that space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Edit. And I know you might have a different camera than I do, but most cameras, or most cell phones, excuse me, are going to have edit controls where I can crop the photo and I can make a photo look a lot better than it was simply by cropping it. Now I've eliminated extra information, I've eliminated parts of the photo that I don't want to show up, and I've got a finished example that's working a lot better.